Well, happy holidays, everyone. It's Nick Michalak and Steve Frazier.
Ho, ho, ho!
We have returned.
Yeah, absolutely. This is our fourth Christmas installment,
Yes,
I think, now.
Yes.
This is great.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And we've returned.
Oh.
And Batman has returned.
Batman's return. Oh, that was a segue. Oh, I'm dumb.
We're getting there. We're getting on the tracks eventually.
You know what? We're just gonna have a good time.
We'll have a jolly good time.
That's right.
So,
Sleigh bells ring.
So guys, if you have your own copy of Batman Returns, get your timestamp 20, and we'll give you a countdown to sync up. So enjoy and put your subtitles on to follow along. So, in 3, 2, 1, play.
Alrighty, here we go. Warner Brothers. I once again forgot my Warner Brothers ball cap.
Yes.
I'm so mad. And I know a lot of people really grew up on this one as being just as beloved, I guess, as the first one.
Okay.
And I don't know, this one I never I didn't rewatch this one over and over again like I did the first one. Here's how you know it's a flashback, because nurses don't look like that anymore. Not even in, where are we, 92?
92. As I said in the previous one, this was the first one I saw in the theater. My dad took me that summer.
Okay, and it was a summer, right?
Yes.
It didn't come out at Christmas.
Yes.
It came out at summer. And look at these pretentious assholes and their martinis and their beautiful Christmas tree.
Yeah. Because at the same time, they were developing Batman the Animated Series, so that premiered the fall after this was released.
Okay.
Because it keeps saying,
Whoa.
even though it's a different characterization of Penguin in the series, they still kept the flipper thing. The designs of the characters were the same.
I love that they just don't care that their cat got destroyed.
And it's Paul Rubens.
Oh, it was Paul Rubens, wasn't it? Look at that.
And I think that was his co-star from Pee-wee.
It could be.
I don't remember her name offhand. I keep wanting to say any female co-star in a Burton movie is Helena Bonham Carter, but that's not her.
This one doesn't look like an ape.
No. Oh, Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, that's the first time she ever looked better in costume.
Ow.
I digress.
I was reading that at least on IMDb, as much credit as you give, but there was a thought of having Burgess Meredith from the
original,
the Adam West series come back and play Cobblepot's father here, but he was not well at the time.
Can we talk for a minute about the fact that they just murdered an infant? I mean, this is dark.
I mean, it's such a weird thing with the reaction to this film that it was, because it had the Happy Meals and everything like that, then the parents complained that the film was so dark. It's like, did you not see the first film? The first film is pretty dark.
The first film is dark.
Joker murders people. He poisons them.
I don't know about parents murdering
psychotic.
their own infants, though.
Batman's not exactly a bright and shiny character in the first film. I mean, the first film's dark. I mean, there are elements in this that are a little bit more psychologically unsettling in a certain way.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's a night and day stark difference that the first film was. As if the first one was like the Richard Donner Superman movie. Now you got something that's the complete opposite. It's not. So I don't really get it.
Well, we're gonna just dissect the hell out of it right now.
Yeah.
You've come to the right spot for
Yes.
all of these
Yes.
these discussions.
Yes. I picked up the soundtrack CD for this one a while ago. So.
Is it Elfman, I assume?
Yeah, all Elfman.
Because Elfman has Burton and Elfman, has Elfman ever not done a Burton?
Not that I don't know for certain.
Because I thought they were married, basically.
Well, Andrew Brainierski, he would actually play Leatherface in the 2003 Chainsaw reboot.
Okay.
He plays Walken's son in the film here.
Wait, whose son?
The son of Christopher Walken's character in the film. He plays...
You pronounce the L?
That's the way I've always heard it.
You go for a walk when outside?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I never really thought about it.
I've never pronounced the L in his name. All right.
Maybe I do sometimes. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Depends. If
I mean, whatever. We're just busting balls, during these opening credits. Like, where is this? What is this? A sewer?
Yes. As you said in a previous commentary, anyone who has ever written a sewer sequence in a film has never been inside of a real sewer.
Right. That's right.
They don't look like this.
So wait, the bridge goes over the stream, and the stream goes to the sewer?
Camp Christian River.
Oh, okay. And wait a minute, doesn't this end up at the zoo?
Yeah, all this stuff is interconnected.
So wait, the zoo penguins live in the sewer? Is what you're telling me? There's shit in this water? That doesn't look like shit water. That looks pretty clear. I'm just trying to get the logistics down. The stream, the sewer, the zoo are all interconnected.
I guess so.
Okay, all right. We're just, hey, they set up the rules. As long as they follow them. Okay, got it. 33 years later. Oh, then later than, I see. Okay, got it. I was like, 33 years after the first movie? No. Got it.
That'd be wild.
That movie Snow, I like it. This feels like a set.
Yeah, because apparently after the first film wrapped, they spent like $250,000 to maintain all the sets from the first film, thinking they'd go right into production. And eventually Burton signs on. I was like, I want to change the design of everything. I don't want to do the same thing. I want to redesign Gotham, all this stuff. So they wasted $250,000 keeping the sets around.
Like these big...
Yeah,
sculptures are very like industrial.
Yeah,
and that's bad CGI. But maybe it was good.
Oh yeah, it's optical of some sort. That's not terribly great.
Maybe it was good at the time.
Yeah. But yeah, where the first film was shot in the UK, Burton insisted that they shoot this one on the Warner backlot in the US. So, because he didn't want to spend 8 months.
Well, sure.
Overseas and everything, so the fact that he makes this big blockbuster, he's got kind of carte blanche to do what he wants to, and you can see it in the film. It stylistically and in terms of characterization, stuff like that. This is very much much more directly a Burton film than the first one.
I would agree with that.
Of course, the character
Shrek's department store.
Yes,
here.
Of course, the character of Max Shrek is named after was the character or the actor? I think it was the actor in Nosferatu.
Oh, sure,
yeah.
Shrek. Yeah,
yeah.
It's not the green ogre.
Look at that painting, man.
Look at that hair.
Look.
This man is a national treasure.
Oh yes.
And what a great look here. I feel like he should look like this all the time.
Yeah. Show it on the red carpet on this thing, man. I was testing out a Walken impression, but it's like, I don't know. No. Go keep it away.
It's this padded room that they're in. It's a weird...
Is Kincaided around here
yeah,
someplace?
I ain't gonna dream no more.
It's Larry Fishburne.
Mr. Mayor. And is this, is that the same guy, the same guy that was in Shocker? That played,
I think, he was
he played the dad.
The
police
captain.
dad. Yeah. I love it. In all of these movies, the alter egos always look so frumpy and gross. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at this asshole.
Yeah. And he's doing a Walken impression himself. And originally they had Annette Bening cast.
Yeah, I did hear that.
And she got pregnant. So she had to bow out.
This brown suit and the bun. She was pretty, she was a pretty big name at the time, I think.
Yeah.
I just don't understand this. But that's fine. That's fine. Shrek has such a great look.
Oh, it's beautiful. Little fur.
Oh, you gotta have a fur, yeah.
The bow tie.
The cane.
Yeah.
Everything is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that. Needs no introduction.
Needs no introduction. But I'm going to give him one anyway.
Which is... The needs no introduction phrase precedes an introduction 100% of the time.
Yes. Man, I get the sentiment. It's like, okay, this guy's so well known, I don't have to tell you who he is for you to know who he is.
Right. Like,
but it's
if someday I'm going to write a movie, and I'm going to say, and now for somebody that needs no introduction, and then just walk off.
Yeah. Just walk. I can't see my hand movements.
Yeah, well, yeah, like, we're on radio.
Walk up here.
Uh-oh. The notes are up in the boardroom, you dumb bastard. His hair looks different here.
Yeah.
It looks different than it did upstairs.
It's a little more calmed down.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little moist outside. I don't know.
The dry air.
Is it Christmas Eve? Did they say what day this is? I feel like it's...
Not Eve yet.
Okay.
They haven't...
There's no specific date.
No.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Here's our bad optical again.
Yeah. It's a little wobbly.
Like, I don't understand why they couldn't just shoot that, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it couldn't have been that difficult.
That big box fit through that little hole? Which is kind of the reverse of... Sometimes... Never mind. I was going to go into a box joke that probably not PC, so... Well, according to Jim Cornette, if you come out of a box, you're over. So these guys got to be over because they came out of a box. Like, this is creepy.
Yeah.
Send in the clowns, right? Like this feels very comic booky.
Yeah. The film
I would say
definitely leans more into that.
Yeah, this one I feel like definitely feels more like a comic book film. That's Vincent Schiavelli there.
Yeah,
our
he's
guy.
Phenomenal character actor.
That guy might be a pro wrestler.
Oh, he looks it. There we go.
So I don't know. I feel like everything is very.
It's very much more stylized in the first film.
Right.
Yeah.
The first one just kind of feels like an action movie.
Yeah, it has. It has its sort of period aesthetics a certain way, but it felt restrained from getting too stylized. But I love this shot, man.
That's good.
Give me a lithograph of that shit.
I like that it's coordinated to just come right through his window.
And I like the fact that it's like, that's what Bruce Wayne would be doing. He's just going to sit in a dark room until that thing comes
contemplating,
out.
Right?
Yeah, what else is he going to do? He's fucking Batman. Of course he's sitting around waiting for shit to happen. So he's doing a walking
a little bit, yeah.
He's doing it.
Chip? His name is Chip?
My name is Chip Shrek. This is terrible. I can't do it. I'm too self-conscious.
I like the
I can do Schwarzenegger all day. I can't. Walken takes talent.
He's one of those people that's very, very commonly impersonated,
Mm-hmm.
and not many people can do it well.
Like, there's Kevin Pollak, Jay Moore, like the top
Those
two.
are the two,
Those
yeah.
are the guys.
Right, if you need a Walken impression, it's...
I mean, even Jay Moore, he was in Suicide Kings with Walken, so he spent extended time with the guy.
I've seen Kevin Pollak stand up.
Oh, yeah.
In person, and he did the impression, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
What would that device be good for, other than knocking people off?
Well.
And is this the same Batmobile as the first film?
I mean, from the looks of it is. I'm sure they probably did upgrades in terms of the design or something, the functionality of it, I imagine.
Because in the later films, it's clearly a different car, but they toy with the idea that like there's new prototypes and he's always modifying.
Yeah.
What is this function for?
What was that hairpin turn we saw in the first film?
And I like that.
He did a Tony Caesar for us.
Oh, there you go. Maybe that is Tony Caesar.
I checked the credits. He's not on.
It's not on this one. Okay.
Come on.
That's my boy.
I want to call every full body burn from now on a Tony Caesar.
Well, he was the first one to at least fall down the stairs with it.
Yeah. It's like I had to check. I had to make sure. It's like, no, he wasn't on Batman movie, man.
I would say that he's probably the leading expert, though. He won an award.
He could have doubled DeVito in this thing. He's about the right height.
He is absolutely the right height.
Oh, look at that. They made the suit a little more kind of angular Art Deco looking thing, so the leathery armor before.
It still feels very...
sleek.
Yeah, it feels leathery.
Yeah.
Supple.
It's a little, almost like a charcoal gray now, though. The damn eyes, man.
He's good.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody actually just asked me recently what who was my favorite Batman.
Okay.
Like, I don't even know what the context was.
Okay.
But they asked me what my favorite Batman was, and it took me a couple seconds, and I said, nah, there's really no debate. It's Keaton.
It's Keaton.
Omega. She's very good at playing.
Yeah. Edgy.
Naive.
Oh, naive.
And like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's something about her that's just brilliant.
Yeah.
And I love this guy too.
Pat Hingle, yeah. It's kind of a shame. I mean, like, yeah, he's a good actor, but man, they do like nothing with Gordon in these movies.
He really is kind of an afterthought. He's just in a scene for the sake of.
Yeah, I mean, even if you look at the Adam West shows, like Gordon was as much of a vital part of the entire dynamic of that show as anyone else was.
Well, they were partners, really.
Yeah,
you know,
there's a trusted dynamic there, and they had he was much of a main character. Then you go on to the Gary Oldman stuff, where they better explored that dynamic there.
Yeah, it's a little more well defined.
Yeah.
in that incarnation.
They have
is that?
They have
is that a crab?
an actual relationship instead of like here. Gordon just turns on the signal, waits for him to show up, and they have 2 seconds of dialogue, and that's it.
Why are there rubber duckies at the zoo? Like.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
I mean, it was part of his little mobile or whatever in his crib before he ate the cat. I love even the eyebrows are just perfect. And look at this band of merry misfits.
And definitely a wrestling stable.
Uh-huh.
There we go, man. This fucking DeVito was method on this one, man. Between takes, he didn't break character. He was all in all the time.
So, I've actually been always kind of confused here. The little ones are real penguins.
Right, because they apparently wanted to get king penguins, and it's really funny that they had to ship them over from the UK in a refrigerated compartment, and they got their own little trailer, their own little swimming pond, a little refrigerated area. They're treated like megastars.
But the big
and they
ones
work so well, and they bred on set or whatnot.
Well, that's fun. The big ones, the emperor penguins, are robots, though. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah,
and they're damn good.
Yeah,
because I got confused. I was like, "Wait, are those real emperor penguins?"
It's Stan Winston.
Ah, well, that
explains
it.
that. It's like even Stan Winston's worst stuff is leagues better than some other people's best stuff.
100%. Is this where he's revealing his intentions here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great makeup.
No.
And she's got a dog? Does this dog live in the sewer?
I guess
zoo?
so.
The zoo with her? Do these clowns live in the zoo? Do they wear this makeup all the time? I have so many questions. Man, those emperors look good.
I guess there was like super heavy security on set because I think a few pics got leaked out of how DeVito looked on set, and they wanted to tighten it and just close off everything.
Well, yeah, because I'm looking. You've got a little poster here. The imaging was really just his face.
Oh yeah, I got the Returns poster up there. Yeah.
They didn't. I don't really remember the marketing being, like, even in the trailers and stuff, showing the full reveal.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of Catwoman.
Yeah.
In the marketing.
Yeah. Because again, another IMDb story is that apparently Kevin Costner wanted to try to get on set, they wouldn't let him on it.
Oh.
They were that private about everything.
And man, he was kind of king of the world at this point.
Oh yeah, it's Prince of Thieves era.
Yeah, but
Dances with Wolves.
At this point, Wolves had already won Best Picture.
Yeah. He probably would have been making Prince of Thieves at this time.
He just got off JFK, which is one of my favorite movies ever. I mean, he was really like at his peak.
Oh yeah. It's like no one uncleared, uninvited guest. No one just gonna walk, just gets to stroll in. Unfortunately.
Oh, you just have that in a thermos?
This is turning into Jason Takes Manhattan too much. We've got weird rivers going in different places. We got sewers flooding out with toxic waste. At least we're not on a boat. At least we're not on a boat for 80 minutes.
Gotham City is New York City, so I mean, I think we're in the same universe here. It's only a couple years after.
Yeah.
And why does his teeth like bleeding green?
He's been drinking the toxic waste, I guess. I don't know.
And what is this coat? This is a beautiful coat.
Coat, yeah.
Wow, this is. So wait. So he's insinuating that anything that comes into the sewer passes by him?
I'm guessing so.
You know what that means?
What?
Turds. I don't understand. He lives in a pile of feces?
That's a nice bit. But I like all these little subtle things they're letting in there, saying that Shrek is a really nasty guy.
Right.
It's like he won't. At the speech, whatnot. It's like, oh, my notes are gone. I'm going to take it out on Selena later on, and insinuating that he murdered his partner because of this, that, and the other thing to keep his secrets. It's like he just an evil son of a bitch.
Well, you figure anybody that's the owner of a big mega corporation is going to be kind of a dick.
Yeah.
I miss when milk came in cartons like that. Nothing beats milk in a glass bottle, though. Man, Oberweis has that racket. Woo! That is the best milk. Is she talking to the cat at this point?
She's talking to the cat.
She has a dollhouse. She's got a bed in a closet. Like, I mean, this apartment's still probably, $1,000 a month in Gotham.
Oh, straight.
The old school answering machine. Probably the kind with the micro cassette tape in it.
Yeah.
Like, this production really says a lot. Gotham Yellow Pages. I like it.
Oh, nice.
I feel like it'd be thicker than that.
Yeah.
She's like crazy cat lady, but she's also got stuffed animals and a dollhouse.
Yeah, she's a lonely, dejected woman.
I feel like she'd have to have a glass of wine here at some point.
Oh, I like this. She called to leave herself a message to tell herself, because she knew to forget later, that she had to go all the way back to the office to prep for this entire meeting the strike's going to have tomorrow.
Little did she know that he would be here, ready to blame.
Looking like $1 billion.
Yes. His tie matches his hair. I mean, that's talent.
Yes.
So Bruce is going to invest in the power plant.
Mm-hmm.
He's very intimidating.
Oh, when he just pitches that voice down there, man. Shit. Just shivers up your spine.
I mean, this guy, the credits that he has, even going back to his Academy Award-winning performance in The Deer Hunter is, I mean, it's just insane. Well, he was kind of insane in that movie. And I know he's kind of found, a renaissance, newfound fame, I guess.
Yeah,
in the
kitschiness in a certain way.
In the late 90s, even after this.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he had that run. He did the Bond film in the 80s.
Yeah,
and
You Do a Kill.
Which is actually, I think, I like it a lot.
I thought it was all right. I mean, what wasn't Powerhouse Walken? It was more kind of fun, having a good time walking in that one. But it was so good. It was still all right.
But
I've seen worse.
It was after this, though. Like the SNL gig.
Oh, I love that. I got one of the DVDs of his compilations.
Yeah, and, he did that he did the music video where he danced.
Yeah.
I forget
Fat Boy Slim.
Okay, yep, Fat Boy. And he kind of became this cult figure.
Yeah.
Later on in life, which is interesting that he's had, so many different incarnations.
Yeah.
He's reinvented himself. But he's always been the same guy.
Yeah.
He's intimidating me.
Yeah. I love the red in her eyes. I don't know if that's just the rims kind of reflecting and whatnot, but it works towards the benefit of the scene.
It does. He's wearing a lot of makeup, though.
Yeah, he's a little patchy.
That's that Blu-ray. Man, blue quality, looking good. You can see the line of the wigs. I know we've discussed that in previous commentaries.
Yeah.
And nighty-night. Through the cat logo. I'm pretty sure she'd be dead.
She should be, yes.
Because Jason Voorhees has thrown people out of a second-story window.
Yeah, they haven't survived.
And they died. If you jump out yourself, you always live.
Yeah.
If you're thrown out, you always die. A little mouth-to-mouth resuscitation here, huh?
But yeah, it ends up being kind of the implied contention that the cat's resurrect her, and she's got 9 lives now.
Right, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, cats always land on their feet, so clearly she's not a cat yet, because she did not. Man, alley cats. It's like she's dipped in tuna here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cat person. You're more of a dog person, you'd say?
No.
No?
I don't. I've not played well with dogs.
Ew.
No.
Got a little Undertaker face there.
Oh, yeah.
And... so was it the cat's gnawing on her finger that turned her?
See, well, I mean...
Because she's kind of a zombie now, right?
Well, I kind of like the idea, like the feeling in the film that it almost plays like she has some sort of psychological head trauma from the whole thing.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we were saying she's not cognizant of anything right now.
Yeah, she's in kind of an altered state.
She clearly has, as the film goes on, psychological disturbances going on. She's not a balanced person. She's completely off her head.
You know, I don't know all these sayings about spilled milk. I don't know if you've ever spilled milk and then not gotten it all up, but when that shit goes bad, it stinks real bad.
Then you will be crying. let's choke.
So, I mean, I completely understand over crying about spilled milk. I mean, a couple of drips, you're like, man, I gotta clean every last spot. Like, that would be the worst thing you could ever do, is throw your milk across the apartment. Because your apartment gonna stink in a couple days.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, you're right.
Also, don't throw your monkey, your sock monkey, down the drain.
Yeah.
It's garbage disposal. It doesn't work.
Yeah, and this clearly shows she's been completely unhinged by this experience.
Ooh.
And
oh,
get into it more later, but I feel like Max Schreck is like the biggest villain of the film because Penguin and Selina here, they're both traumatized people that have certain things that have happened that kind of not excuse what they're doing, but at least has a explanation for how they act. Shrek's just a bastard.
Yeah, he's just
He's a greedy bastard.
Right.
That's all he is, and he pushes people out of windows, wants to kill people with no remorse.
He's a heel.
Exactly.
A real heel.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's just I just like the fact that you got all these people who are just so blatantly damaged individuals that are the more colorful characters, but Shrek is just the most condemnable in my opinion. Because there's no redeeming qualities for his character whatsoever.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as we've talked about in previous, at least mentions about comic book movies, about how in a sequel you always have to have two villains or whatever because you don't
more story.
You don't have origin story for Batman anymore, so now you have to do origin story for villain.
Yeah.
But I still don't know if you needed two villains in this. I mean, other than to fill up your 90 minutes or 2 hour, whatever it is, 2 hours.
Right. I mean, because
I guess I understand.
Well, because Selina doesn't have any beef with Batman. She only becomes involved with grappling with Batman because of Penguin's plot.
Right.
This is just her stories contained between her and Shrek.
So, and I don't recall. I used to watch the Adam West Batman all the time. I don't recall any of the beef that Catwoman had with Batman.
No, well, outside of this, Catwoman's just a cat burglar. That's all she is. None of this is part of the character in the comic books whatsoever.
Okay.
So they decided they weren't going to be attaching themselves to source material on this one.
I love that the O is gone. And
yeah,
it says,
hell here.
Hellcat.
Yeah, I mean, in the comics, Penguin's not deformed or anything. He's just a stocky mobster that dresses in a tuxedo.
In a penguin suit, right? A tuxedo, right.
But also, at least from what I've seen of the character, I'm sure there's probably been writers who've done good stories with him, but everything I've seen Penguin is like he's kind of a boring character outside of this.
I never really cared for the Penguin episodes.
Right, because I mean, all these other characters, you got Two-Face and Joker, Riddler, they all have a certain psychological dynamic. Penguin's just again, a crime lord with a gimmick.
Right. And here's our circus again. Oh. Stolen baby. Whoa.
Oh, when he fell down, I could see the wall of the sewer kind of flop around a bit.
Oh, did you? Was it padded?
Yeah.
Oh, rubber ducky. I do love a rubber ducky. And what is it on? A pallet jack?
Yeah. There we go.
A forklift?
Scissor lift.
Scissor lift. Yeah, that's it. I knew I'd get there. Thanks. And wait, now this whole thing's going to come out?
Yes. Just him.
Oh, just him. I thought the whole thing. All right.
That'd be neat feat.
Look at this body. What a shape. I don't know what shape it is, but...
It's like Humpty Dumpty.
I mean, his middle just keeps expanding. His legs are thin. He is like Humpty Dumpty. He's an egg with two sticks. Mom and Dad are at Pee-wee's Playhouse.
With Larry Fishburne.
Larry Fishburne, that's right.
Cowboy Curtis.
I was going to try to come up with a word of the day, but I can't. Murder an infant? And are we saying that his only calamity is that he's a little short and he has webbed
in that
fingers?
opening sequence we were talking over, he ends up like mutilating the cat in the house.
Yeah, he ate the cat.
Yeah.
But, I mean, his only physical deformity, aside from the fact that he's obese, is he has, webbed fingers.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I like that little beat there. Bruce says, I hope he finds his parents. Knowing what Bruce's backstory is.
Sure. Oh, the Hall of Records. Sure. Oh, we're off 13th Avenue. Yes. The Hall of Records is probably not a public place. I'm sure that it's owned by somebody. Mm-hmm. Public place would include a park, or
yeah, you imagine there's a staff on so someone there on staff to kind of, okay, you want to find this, I will find it for you.
Right.
But these records don't leave the premises. That type of stuff.
I've always, you have a job, I have a job.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had a job, and I find it interesting that. Like in particular, the years that I worked in the theater business, people would be like, "Oh, this is a public place, or it's public property," and we were like,
really.
"No,
you have to pay for entry.
It's private property. It's open to the public.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
but it's not public property.
This isn't the sidewalk in front of your house,
right? The sidewalk in front of your house is public property." Alfred's such a good man. What is that? Some kind of bisque?
It's Vichy Soie.
Oh, Vichy Soie. Sure. Yeah, Vichy Soie. Absolutely. Cold potato soup. So he's going to try to help him because... knowing his parents and that situation, right?
Well, he's just curious. He's not sure. I'm sure he probably has, even though he's thinking about getting into business with Shrike. He's not a guy who would go ahead and do a business deal without knowing a little something about the guy he's going to deal with. So he's involved with Shrike, and some things maybe look a tad bit. There might be just something that just doesn't click in his head about the situation.
Well, the whole circus angle is weird.
It all seems maybe just a tad bit convenient.
And like I said, the circus thing is weird.
Mm-hmm.
The advent of videophone in a car is very ahead of its time.
It's like Knight Rider.
Kit? Is that his name?
Yes.
I never got into Knight Rider.
Okay.
You watched?
Oh, yeah. I got the whole series over there.
Oh, okay. So many things that I need to watch.
Yeah. And they did a TV movie called Knight Rider 2000 where the bad guy was Mitch Pileggi from Shocker.
Ooh, love me some Mitch. And here's the big... Wait, so his parents have been buried here in town the whole time?
Yep.
He didn't even know?
Well,
yeah, I guess he wouldn't
as
know.
we get retrospectively in the thing, I think he already... This is all a big production for him.
Oh, right. To make himself known, yeah.
Well, to get his sympathy out there, and it's just... Because his whole plan is to... due to the firstborn of Gotham, what was done to him and whatnot.
Yeah, but that's not his plan here.
Well,
I don't think.
That's why he's in the Hall of Records. He's looking up all the records to find all the firstborn in Gotham, and this is the cover story.
See, I always took it as that plan developed as scorn later on.
Mm.
I didn't think that was his intent the whole time. Maybe I haven't watched this enough.
Because there's always my thing when you have that scene we just passed where Batman's rolling past the thing and looking in on him. He's looking through... He's making a list of names at the time, looking through all the different records.
Even, well,
I love the limp, too.
The limp, the score, the framing on this shot, everything is... Even the coloration of his outfit against the background of...
And considering Burton just did Edward Scissorhands, you could definitely see the visual similarities between the two.
Yeah, I think this is the point when... didn't Burton do Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
Yeah.
So there's another connection.
Exactly, that's why Paul Reubens was in this.
I just put that together right now, 30 minutes later. Hello! I think this is around the time that Burton became the Burton. Edward Scissorhands, I think, was the turning point.
Yeah.
Where Burton became Burton.
Yeah, him and Depp, definitely, yeah. They sparked it there.
Shiny flipper. And I like that he kind of has a tuxedo on. Kind of. I don't know if that's more of a nod to Burgess or if it's a nod to the
maybe
the idea that a tuxedo is a penguin suit. Who reads quotes from the newspaper out loud to other people that are holding the newspaper?
Oh, here we go.
Blue fedora, nice. Yeah, nothing like a good alley rape, right? Oh, it's just a mugging at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And look at
this vacuum formed suit.
She fashioned it herself in her closet.
Yes. Yeah, apparently Michelle Pfeiffer, after it was wrapped, was like, I never want to see this costume again.
Ooh, hashtag broken nose.
Oh.
Get it? Because of the... never mind. It's a great look, though.
Oh, it's wonderful.
So... at this point, is she trying to be just another hero? Like, she thinks she's a hero.
Oh, yeah, I'm probably in her own mind,
Right.
yeah.
And all
Look
of the...
at this suit, man.
I need it. I need it. It's a terrible suit.
Try to look at the shoes. He's got, like, wingtip shoes on.
Is it green? Oh, it's gray.
Yeah.
But a heavy stripe on it? I don't know.
It's more stylized, yeah. Sounds like Beetlejuice.
Right. The table here is ridiculous.
It's not terribly practical, no. It's like you had to throw the thing over the
Yeah.
table to get the binder to him or something.
I mean, I guess aesthetically it looks cool.
Yeah.
Little Brita water filter there.
Oh. Look at that swagger, man.
I want to meet him so bad.
Oh.
I still don't understand the Red Triangle Circus angle. Here she is.
Mhm.
Look at that face. The I can't believe it face.
Look at the makeover on her.
What a great sell out of
Oh.
him. Maximilian.
Just look at Keaton, man. He's like, whoa.
That's Keaton face.
Oh,
Keaton
yeah.
only makes that one face. It's a smirk.
Oh yeah, because he's recognizing her from when he saved her
Right.
as Batman on the street. But she's looking 180 degrees difference here.
The Band-Aid on the forehead.
Just love the wild look on his face. He's just really taken with her.
They both have this curiosity.
I like that. She used the lower the timbre in her voice to give that mood change that Walken does too.
I mean, his face, his being Keaton, pronouns pal.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, his head is not in the game right now.
And old CW there doesn't know what to think. Doesn't know whether to shit or wind his watch, as they say. I never quite understood what she did with her hair. Like, it's always different. Every scene is a little different. And then in the cat suit, it's like completely tucked in there. Wouldn't it be kind of bulging out? You know, it's...
No?
He looks like the son,
Yeah.
pronouns pal, looks like every bad guy in every 80s action movie. It definitely feels like a set.
Yeah.
Nose, the monocle, everything about that look is just classic. If I'm not mistaken, this movie was nominated for an Oscar for makeup.
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know for certain.
I don't think it won, but I'm 99% certain that it was nominated for an Oscar. Oh yeah, here's his circus crew here, just hanging out. Oh, she's got a snake. I like that. I want a snake. God, that shape. I can't get over this. He's like an almond with 2 legs. I mean, look at that ass. Oh, fillet of fish. Yummy, yummy.
Walken's hair's changed too. It's a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
a little more coiffed.
Yeah, it's not that straight up, electrical socket look. Can't get over the ass. Is his suit just dirty? And this is now there's some sort of blackmail scheme involved here, right? Where
Well, yeah, because Penguin found out all Shrek's dirty laundry floating through the sewer as
Right.
they're getting through. So it's
which is kind of what was their first confrontation was about, right?
Well, yeah. So Cobblepot, he knows all the dirty secrets that you have, and he can expose you if you don't help him do what he wants. And now Shrek wants to use this guy as this sort of new beloved figure in Gotham to further his own political agendas. So if he has the mayor in his back pocket,
right.
He can do the power plant with anyone else getting in the way. Those gloves ain't gonna fit.
Well, they might. Maybe
Not with the flippers. She's got 5 digits on those gloves.
This guy's a good character actor. I mean, the gal is too. She's been in 100 things. This is. Can you imagine this guy as? Can you imagine this guy as your mayor?
Oh God. Well.
You just haku'd the man.
Haku is a nasty motherfucker, man. Don't fuck with him.
No, he bites your nose off.
Or worse. He'll rip your tongue out or something. Apparently he's kind of a sweetheart too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just don't piss him off.
Just don't.
Oh, let me set my fish down here on the water cooler.
Set the fish down. Fill her void. Just so into it, man. It's like I said, it's like he's so method on this goddamn thing. Just look at those fucking hands, man.
It's kind of a.
It's like fused fingers or whatnot.
It feels
got like 2 or 3.
It looks like a glove, though, in some of these scenes.
Yeah,
I mean,
a little
it really
bit.
does look like a mitt. But I mean, okay, fine. Your kid is born with webbed fingers and he's a little short. I don't think that's a reason to really throw him in the sewer. But maybe it's because he ate your cat. I don't know.
I don't know. But regardless, anyone who would end up doing that, it's not like it's not like it's like something on a whim. These are obviously very
deranged.
Probably almost as detestable as Shrek is. If Shrek's kid was born this way, you think Shrek would keep him around?
Well, that's true.
Right. I mean, again, it's the whole thing of like Shrek manipulates all these people who have these psychological damages and deficiencies, and
basically anything to get his way.
Anything he can twist these people around to do whatever he wants them to do, he's going to do it.
All right, I'll be mayor.
Yeah. And then they're going to use the Triangle Gang to kind of make the current mayor look like shit because you can't control the city.
Oh, this is what the dog is for.
And if he controls the gang, then that means he gets... Once he's mayor, then the gang goes away. It's a simple but brilliant plot.
It is pretty brilliant. Let's blow up downtown.
Yeah.
Looting. Hey, it's just like LA in 92.
Yeah, thereabouts. Well, Rodney King.
Wig World. I want to work at Wig World.
Wig World.
And then Discount World. Are there any normal people in Gotham?
No. So freaks and weirdos.
Street gangs and
orphans.
And people that wear makeup out in public. I mean, I guess these people are in the circus. I was referencing later films where...
Oh, yeah, the neon day glow.
Right.
Nonsense. It's a nice little gadget.
Well, yeah, how do you program it to do that? Oh,
I don't know.
Good
you
dog.
just hope that everyone just stands exactly where they are and take it in the face. That's a nice gag.
Sword Swallower? This cat image is a Shrek logo of some kind?
Yes.
Okay. That's a great shot.
Yes.
Wonder if that's her. Probably not.
Probably not. But she did get the training with the whip. It was stuntman Anthony DeLonges, who was actually in the Masters of the Universe movie. But he's... I was looking up his credits. The guy's been in film since he was 13 years old. And he's still working now, like 50 years later.
Wow.
60 years later.
By the way, that whip isn't coming anywhere near those mannequins.
No.
Just...
Apparently she was cleaning out our house to move, and she found the whip years later.
Pfeiffer?
Yeah. And like, I'm a little rusty on this thing.
So she kept it.
I guess so.
That's interesting.
Might as well.
Or kept a whip. Might not be this one.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably had quite a few for different purposes.
And these guys are somebody, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else. The one guy looked familiar, but
Yeah.
sometimes they do those little cameos, in scenes like that.
Sometimes, but...
I love the 3 or 4 sticks of dynamite and the big giant clock.
Yeah. This dude.
I swear he's
This
somebody.
guy looks like somebody. I don't know. If I had a character name, I'd be able to figure it out.
I feel like he's somebody. Ooh, small kitchen appliances. My favorite.
Almost like Gremlins.
Yes.
Runs to the department store.
Yeah, that's not a Peltzer. No.
He's all dressed up now.
Yeah, he's got on
Cleaned up.
He's got on his stripy pants. What size do you think he is?
Oh. Just around?
Well, I don't know. Like, what size is that pant? Is it a...
It's like a 55 by 23.
55, 23, right. Can you get that at Kohl's? I mean,
I don't know.
You don't get it at Wig World or...
Wig World.
What was the other one? Discount World? Maybe Discount World has a... They're usually even numbers. 56 by 24. You can't fit into that.
You can definitely tell the rubber is a little slimmer on Keaton, this one. It doesn't have that big, like, half an inch...
Cowl?
Yeah. Thickness and everything. Just
Oof.
noticing how much slimmer it kind of looked.
That would be warm.
Yeah.
Shrek's department. That's where he gets it. They got a 5624 at Shrek's department store.
Like, this is not going to sustain his weight.
Is that a middle finger? A middle web? A middle...
I don't know how you do that. I don't know. I think he was just kind of waving goodbye.
Oh, he's waving goodbye. Okay. I thought he was trying to give a middle flip. Flipping. He was flipping us off. Get it?
Flipping a flipper.
And what's her beef?
Probably more in a sense of defense or whatnot. She knows Batman's going to come after her anyway. She might as well be preemptive.
Uh-oh. Can't do that in 2019.
It's not Ike Turner here.
Well, yeah, she's really whipping it.
She's
Smacking it.
Yeah. That's a rough composite there.
Yeah.
It's very, very fuzzy.
It is fuzzy, but I feel like it's okay.
Yeah, just lost resolution, I'd imagine, when they're compositing.
I like the lighting.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of reflection, because they're both black. Well, they're not black, but their suits are black.
Yeah, he's like I say, a little more charcoal gray here. And eyeshadow is very thick on her. Oh.
You can feel that through the rubber?
He kind of likes it too.
Kitty litter. What exactly is that? Truck full of what was it?
And kitty litter. That's what she says.
Well, that's what she says, but I don't think it was actually kitty
I don't
litter.
know. I don't know.
I mean, who drives around with an open container full of 30 yards of kitty litter?
That's the bat phone.
I don't recall. Was the logo yellow just in the last scene?
It's been yellow the whole time, yeah.
Huh. That penguin caricature in the For Mayor actually looked much more like Burgess Meredith than
well,
old Mr. Cobblepot here. This guy, I don't know how he... Did you look up the Oscar situation?
I'm going to check it again.
Okay.
He was nominated for stuff. I don't know exactly for what.
He wasn't nominated. I think it was makeup. This guy's supposed to be the replacement for our guy from the last one, and he's just not nearly as good.
The
reporter, yeah.
I don't know why they didn't bring back Robert Wool.
Yeah, Wool.
Because they're doing this whole Crisis of Infinite Earths crossover for the CW shows. I guess they're bringing him back.
Interesting.
They've shown off. Keaton's not showing up, but they had this little newspaper article photo from the set saying, like, with Keaton's image on, saying Bruce Wayne to marry socialite Selena Kyle.
Huh.
So they're going for broke on that crossover thing. Awards here. I'm trying to find them. Yeah, they are. Academy Awards nominated for visual effects, best makeup. That's it for Academy Awards.
All right. Well, there you go. I was right. Visual effects. I mean, I'm trying to put myself back in that era, and
I'm trying to figure out, I don't know offhand, was it 92?
what would have won for makeup in 92? I mean, I guess it could have been...
Well, I was thinking more visual effects wise.
I can't imagine that the visual effects on this would have beaten anything. I mean, does he really think he's got a shot here?
It's weird. Well, as much credit you give Razzies, they nominated DeVito for Worst Actor.
Oh, really? For the Razzie?
Yeah.
Worst Actor?
I don't get it.
I don't get that at all.
No.
Yeah, I guess he did have his little list already here.
Mm-hmm.
Who wrote this one? Do you know?
I have to look it up for just a second. I know it in the back of my head.
Wouldn't she be going after that bird? She's a cat. She'd want to eat that bird like he ate the cat as a kid. Wouldn't he want to eat her like the cat he ate as a child? Oh, there. See, look at that. I just called it. I haven't seen this in a while.
Best visual effects was won by Death Becomes Her.
Okay.
And they were also up against Alien 3.
Death Becomes Her. Okay. I can see it. This is his bed? That's what you're trying to sell me on?
There we go.
Well, I guess those flips are good for one thing, huh? I mean, they're probably good for a couple other things, but...
Well, it's French flipper trick.
Yeah, well... yeah.
But yeah, I mean... DeVito is just so goddamn sunk into this thing. I love it.
But I feel like she is too.
Oh yeah, I want to get to that a little later on. There's a lot juicier scenes to comment on with her.
Can we talk about this hearth? His mantle is higher up than he is.
Like it's oversized.
I mean, this is a big screen TV too.
Oh, yeah.
For
nice
for
rear
92.
projection TV. I like this ascot going on. This burgundy red thing going on.
I like this coat.
Yeah, dig it. Got another ascot, or is that a scarf?
I don't know. It's got a little paisley on it. I'm not a big paisley guy. Let's see here. She does have green eyes.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Are those real or are those contacts?
I don't know. But you can just see a lot in those eyes.
Me ouch is a great.
Youch.
How many newspapers does Gotham have? I mean, I guess
Jeez.
if it's supposed to be New York City, then you know, NYC has 2 or 3. But
Yeah.
Cold Town tonight. I see. Yeah, just wait a few years, honey. When old Schwartz gets a hold of you.
Yeah, she's got this great underlying unsettling quality to her.
I still find it completely impossible to believe that anybody wouldn't look at Batman and go, "Oh, that's the famous billionaire." Is that a man dressed as the woman?
No.
Nope, never mind. In the rear view, it kind of looked like it. Ew, oh. He just killed her. Mm-hmm. And is that a gargoyle face? What is this thing? I can't. I don't understand.
Even the couch looks oversized.
Kind of like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Everything's oversized. It's Burton. We gotta step ourselves back and go, well, he would make everything disproportionate, over the top. He's actually kind of brilliant in that. His art production.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
So they're gonna write her off just like that?
Yep. You told her everything. He's having the same problem he had the first film.
Yeah.
Trying to tell her.
Well, this is the same problem he has in every film. Although the problems with the scripts keep getting worse.
Oh yeah.
They do get progressively worse. Wouldn't she remember? Oh, I guess she did say Vicky. I was going to say, because they're in the same town. This is a problem that I've had with, like we talked about with Springwood or Crystal Lake or whatever.
Nobody knows anything. No one remembers anything happening.
You were there when they were the hottest couple, like a couple of years ago, right? I mean, not every town has a Batman, but if you did, you'd probably be paying attention to
headlines. I mean,
yeah.
She was chasing the story of the Batman.
Well then, we're past our midpoint here. What would we say? Was it when he said he'll run for mayor? No, that felt a little early.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what our midpoint was here.
I mean, this could be it right here in a way. I mean, they don't discover
each other
yet
until the ballroom, right? The Ice Princess. Oh my God. I see what they did there. They're framing the Batman.
Yeah.
A very interesting dress she's got on.
It's almost the black and gold is kind of like the '60s show, kind of almost like a homage to that because the black and with the gold belt, cat suit.
Okay.
Eartha Kitt, Lee Merriweather, whoever else they cast they had like 3 Catwomen at the time.
Well, yeah, you gotta, whoever is fine.
Whoever else it was. Well, Bruce has to give him a lie because remember the last time when Vicky was saying, "Oh, you guys are gonna go away for a couple days?" Like, "Oh, we're not going anywhere."
Yeah, that's right.
Alfred can't. For a guy who was supposed to keep the secret of this guy's alter ego, you can't come up with a fucking lie on the fly.
Yeah, you'd think he's been keeping the secret this whole time. He'd know how to kayfabe just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's... I like that she's kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
She wants to get down there too, and
Yeah.
I still feel like she thinks she's a hero, a heroine.
Well, yeah. Well, she thinks she's going to try to. Mainly, her thing is ridding the world of this detestable human being, Max Schreck. This whole situation here is just kind of a convenient diversion to get Batman out of her way so she can get the Schreck. I love this dynamic. She's trying to drive and change her clothes, and Batman's got this whole fucking vault.
Like, right. And he always makes that sour puss
Yeah.
in his, kissy face.
Duck lips. Like Bruce Willis shooting a gun.
There.
This effect's a little better than the last one.
No, not that one. That looked okay.
Well, I think last one would have been optical composite. They probably did this one digitally, so it's marginally better.
This character guy, this guy's never smiled.
No. He's always distraught, distressed. Like, why did the last mayor get reelected?
That's a great question.
Why'd you get this schlub?
I don't know. He's no Goldie Wilson.
Yeah. And again, I talked about the last one, because at least from the words of it, that the Shrek character is originally going to be Dent, and for a reason they decided to change it. I don't know why. Because again, when we get to the end here and Shrek meets his end, that was supposed to be the catalyst to create Two-Face.
Yeah, but wasn't Dent... What was he, like a district attorney?
District attorney.
So he's not a
Right.
businessman. He's the district attorney.
Right. So, I mean, I don't know how I don't know if it made it into a real script phase in that version, but there's talk that was the case because...
Well, I think there were a bunch of script issues with this.
Probably.
With rewrites and...
Right, because originally they fashioned like a direct sequel to the first film where there's going to be like leftover plot elements and getting more in depth about Joker in some way, shape, or form, and like Catwoman and Penguin are going after hidden treasure, and Burton didn't want to do any of that stuff. He wanted to do a separate story altogether.
Yeah, I mean, Vicky, the mention there of Vicky is really the only thing.
There's that, and then there's one piece coming up a little later on.
Wait, didn't they murder her?
Well, they made it seem that way. Now she's got like a scar on her
so they
forehead.
Just knocked her out with the little bat.
Where all the blood
gimmick?
come from that was on the Batarang earlier.
Batarang, sure.
I still don't know where they got plans for the Batmobile. Because they had blueprints of the whole thing up in Penguin's lair.
Yeah, I saw that, but I don't... It made sense at the time, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean... I don't know. Seems like a plot element they got removed someplace, or I don't know. I don't think Bruce would be filing it in the Hall of Records.
Lawn darts, remember? Those were still legal back in 92.
No.
God forbid we have any sort of, restrictions on guns, but make sure we get all the lawn darts,
yeah.
the jarts out of the circulation. Man, I loved that game when I was a kid. And then somebody had to go and stab a motherfucker with one. Now I can't play. Thank you very much.
Mm. I mean, in a way, I can kind of at least see how parents would react, because the sexual tension here is very thick with Catwoman.
Well, she's definitely got that bondage outfit on.
For PG film.
Is it PG?
I think it's PG.
This isn't a 13?
I don't.
It feels 13 to me.
The stupid box. There it is. Oh no, it's PG-13.
Well, that makes more sense.
But it's promoted on Happy Meals.
Look at that lick.
For 6-year-olds.
Right, that lick there. Mommy, why would she do that? Well, cats lick their owners or whatever.
Even as a PG-13, but again, the promotion, the marketing, the tie-ins with everything else make it seem like it's that much more for kids, and you're making it a little bit more mature with sexual tension, stuff like that. I can see how it might make them a little bit more uncomfortable. But the fact that there was such a major knee-jerk reaction towards everyone else's reaction, that Warner Bros. Like, oh, we can't do this anymore. Despite the fact that in the next film, Jim Carrey's thrusting his pelvis around and making sexual innuendos, it doesn't change any of that content.
Jim Carrey... Now, we'll save it.
Yeah. I'm just saying. If that is part of the reason why this got that reaction and they made changes to everything, I don't see that they made it any different.
A lot of bats. You know what that means? A lot of guano.
Guano.
This is the... Wow, it's interesting. I want to say they reference Beauty and the Beast in one of the other Batman films. And I'm like...
Well, yeah, with Joker. If anyone calls you Beast, I'll rip their tongue out or something.
And there's a reference to it in the Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Because of Bane and Poison Ivy.
Okay.
Being Beauty and the Beast. And that's weird. Also, how is it that the characters in this universe are aware of that particular story, that fairy tale? Like, isn't that weird? Like, how some stories are able to live inside other stories, but others are not.
Well, even like a little while ago when you had the fireplace scene between Bruce and Selina, Bruce is mentioning like Norman Bates and Dahmer or something like that.
Yep. That was very topical at this time.
Yeah. But it goes along with what you're saying there. It just seems, for something that feels so much more stylized and less part of our reality.
Right, like this
adding things that are much more our reality into it just feels kind of
disjointed.
Weird, yeah.
Well, now you've only got 6 lies left.
Yeah.
I do like that. That's good.
Yeah. It's like it's the third person that's tried to kill her.
You can see.
Where's the cable?
I saw it. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I could see it.
I was watching Exorcist 3 the other night, and there's one scene where this cop gets flung across the wall or across the room. It's like I could see the damn wire out.
Oh no!
Being pulled through the damn wall in HD.
I know that Exorcist 3 is one of your favorites. I don't know if I've seen it once or twice, but I remember when I watched it, I absolutely loved it.
Okay.
Like, I was like, how is this? Because 2 is so bad.
Oh, fucking A.
And then 3, you're like, okay, what the hell are they going to do to this? And then you're like, wait, this is great.
Well, yes, the writer of the original come back to save his property.
Well, we've seen that happen a time or two.
Yes, indeed.
So now they've taken control. Here's Batman mowing people down in Gotham. Meanwhile, he's playing his little video game there.
Yeah.
You ever do that? That like sit down driving video game?
A few times.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because back when we were kids, you go to the arcade, or that was a thing. Whoop, that doesn't happen in real life.
No.
Well, what a maniac, huh? I don't see how you could get a Razzie for this because he's out of control good.
Yeah. I mean, it's the point, like, yeah, he's portraying a detestable character because he's so fucking good at it. At what point before this, or kind of after this, have you ever seen DeVito do a performance like this? This type of character? He plays sleazy characters at times, yeah, but something this, just all the fuck way in.
All the fuck way. I want to know how the Batmobile touches a bumper and the car goes flying out of the way.
Flopping around.
Like he's a goddamn bulldozer.
It's Winnebago.
If that van's a rockin', don't come a knockin'.
You get up a demon's van with that shit, man.
See, I think
eating some enchiladas.
This is more... I think this is more... That was more reminiscent of Jason Lives, though.
Oh, yeah.
With the Alice Cooper playing in the background.
With a smooth... You had Prince before, why can't get Alice Cooper now, huh? You'd be more than happy.
I absolutely would.
I mean, Alice, when he had the full band in the 70s, he wrote, because they knew they were doing Man with the Golden Gun, they wrote a song called The Man with the Golden Gun, hoping they would get the gig for the movie.
No kidding, and they didn't pick it.
They didn't take it. It's on the box set. It's actually pretty good, too.
Well, yeah, just get mad and punch the TV.
Oh,
Super drug.
That's what Joker did last movie.
Absolutely.
The boxing glove into the TV set. That's funny. Oh, he's your ultra dickmobile.
It really is.
Oh, good. It's become super long and phallic now.
Right. And it goes right in the crease.
right up the right on
right in the slit.
There.
Right in the slit.
Yep, right up in there.
Almost ran into Discount World.
No, don't want to do that.
Bypassed Wig World down the street. Look at that. It's a matte painting or whatever.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Bladder control. If he lost bladder control, then he'd have to be at home washing his tights right now.
That's right. Can you imagine pissing yourself in a rubber suit?
Oh my Christ.
God.
The stink.
You'd never get it off. Like,
oh God. It'd be
like it'd be stuck to you,
vacuum
right?
sealed into you.
God, Walken looks good.
Talk about a wardrobe you want to take home with you.
I want every one of his outfits. Maybe not the thick, chunky stripe, but I would take it. If it was that or nothing. Oh, Oswald means order, sure.
I just love that look. She's now just completely disenfranchised with all these people. They've all tried to kill her.
Yes, that's true. Everyone. Batman, Shrek.
Penguin.
What are all these books?
Oh, here comes the line.
Oh, there you go.
Just stick it to him.
Look at him.
He's just sitting there, just sucking it up. Bruce got a nice little slip and slide action here.
Yeah,
just lock himself in sarcophagus.
In this tomb, yeah.
They even get more ridiculous in the next film.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything gets
the turbos shoot down
the chair, the desk chair,
halfway across the city. Who designed this?
I mean, he built Wayne Manor on top of the cave. I get it. And now they have audio manipulation capabilities down here in this cave.
He's jamming the frequency so he can play back the CD recording he made.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah.
What kind of reception do you get in a cave?
Yeah, with a big antenna.
I mean,
big long antenna.
His reception would be jammed by the cave.
Yeah. You can get one of those giant satellite dishes in the backyard.
Well, okay. Okay. Frequency jam, that would definitely appear across the screen.
Yeah, the old block I used to live on back in the 80s, 90s, like, there was someone several doors down that had the whole backyard with just a giant satellite dish.
Oh, man. They were so big. The size of a trampoline.
Oh, even bigger than that, man. It was just, like, ridiculous. I don't know what happens when you have to deconstruct that thing, because now you have the Dish Network and the thing size of a pasta bowl.
Right. Pasta. I love pasta. Uh-oh. Heel turn!
What's with this?
Yeah, guess what? Guess what, kids?
That doesn't
work. Man, CDs were like brand new at this time.
It's gonna be like DJ Pennyworth back there.
DJ Pennyworth. Boo!
No, fuck you.
That was the I tried, but
oh well.
You did it to yourself. Let's throw produce, because I just happen to have all this lettuce and tomato in my pocket. Every single person had lettuce and tomato, a salad.
The farmer's market right off the screen.
every Friday
in the middle of
at
December.
Noon. Yeah, absolutely. I went to one yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
He wouldn't have hit one person. What a bad shot. Don't slip on the tomato. Oh! That's a stunt double. I love the production design here. I also love birch trees, by the way.
Good looking snow.
It's not as bad as some of the other movie snow.
It's a little fine. I think it's a little bit more fine in the grain.
Scene of the crime here, right back in the sewer.
Yeah.
I mean the zoo. I mean the rubber ducky. Like, it's so over the top that it's amazing. Like, it's really good. The rubber ducky.
The rubber ducky's wonderful.
Like, it's such a comic book crime villain vehicle.
Oh, yeah. They'll run over the penguins.
God, those emperors, I can't get over it. How good they are. As a kid, I always thought they were real. Because clearly the ones in the water are real.
Yeah, they would be. Ah.
That vest. Those suspenders. Are they even connected to anything?
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah, I can see they're kind of by strings or whatever, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they got the little straps.
The little straps, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. How big is that guy? They have a similar shape. Is the guy on the right even bigger than... like, heavier?
He's just taller.
So he weighs more, obviously, because he's the same shape, but only a foot taller.
Yeah, his pants are 55-36.
Right. Oh.
God damn.
His makeup alone is worth an Oscar nom.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You don't say that, you fat bastard.
There you go.
That water is very clear for being both the stream and the sewer.
Littered with toxic waste.
Right. Oh, and toxic waste, yeah.
You tape it back up. Just love the disgruntled look on his face. A little super freak.
I was never a fan of this song. I mean, I'm a big fan of everything 80s, but what is it? Leaning Tower of Pisa hat? Weird. Mona Lisa face? Okay. Karnak the Magician? All right.
Karnak, yes.
Magnificent. Not a magician. Karnak wasn't a magician. That's definitely a Karnak hat right there.
Yeah. Carson's about ready to bow out at this time.
Yep. God, Johnny Carson was the goddamn king.
He was fucking gold, man.
Karnak was my favorite bit that they did.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some Phantom of the Opera up on the stairs. That's good. I like the flamingo. That's nice. All of this is nice.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Oh. Like, she cleans up well.
Oh, yeah. So, like, you can see it all in her eyes.
Are they still green?
Kind of red right now.
I'm digging all these costumes, the masks. I want to go to a party like this. I really do. Black tie with a goofy face mask or headdress piece or something. Semi-hard. Look out. PG-13.
Hello.
California King is just longer, right?
I have no idea.
It's not because a king is two twins.
Okay.
And a California King is still two twins wide, but it's longer. I think.
Okay.
I think that's correct. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, folks. That's as big as they get, California King. Because everything's bigger in California.
Oh, this is kind of like the scene I wanted to get to in terms of her acting performance. I mean, Celine's just gone full tilt now, and she's not interested in messing around. She just had it up to their wits' end.
She really does have a dog in every hunt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And is this really the time with only, 20 minutes left in the movie for them to find each other out?
Well, it's about half an hour. It's about 2 hours 6.
Oh, okay. But still, I mean...
But I just like this whole...
Her transformation,
she starts out just doggedly intent to kill, and then she breaks down that moment. It shows the psychological complexity of what Pfeiffer's grappling with the character, and I think she does the whole thing so good. I mean, this is that moment there.
And the crying.
Yeah.
I'm always impressed with anybody that can cry on command.
Yeah. I mean, she's the character, just like she has no compass, no North Star to follow to figure out what the hell to do from one moment to the next.
Did she know that was coming?
Probably not, because she
came there to kill him, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, since she
it just seems
disconnected herself from Penguin after Penguin tried to kill her.
Conveniently just stepped away right at the right time.
Yeah.
The present. I like that present. The Big Ben clock. These are all great headpieces. Not that one. That one's pretty dumb.
Yeah, that's no good.
Rubber ducky. All the rockets on the Emperor Penguins. This suit, I still can't get over this. It's dirty. fur coat. I love it. And then Shocker Cop as the mayor.
Yeah. I don't know who voted this mayor in. He's completely ineffectual in this whole movie.
Yeah, he's just kind of there. He never...
What kind of costume was that with a knife in the back?
Yeah, like a Caesar.
Et tu, Brute.
Yeah. Is this at the department store? It can't be, because the department store blew up. Didn't she blow up the department store?
She were a part of it.
So where is this at? Because this feels like the department store.
Yeah, it is. When she's talking about California King over in bedding. I don't know.
God, I can't get over those penguins. I want one. The money hat?
Jeez. Where'd they get all this shit?
I don't know. Burton, maybe.
Is that the...
Well, there's got to be an art department that comes up with, like... Let's think of
Oh, no, I'm just thinking where the characters get all these masquerade outfits.
Masquerades are us.
It's like that shop...
Discount World.
It's like that shop in Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, absolutely. Eyes Wide Shut, maybe set in Gotham, and maybe it was...
It might be a little... doesn't look too far from it.
Mask World, I think, is probably...
Mask World.
Mask World is
there we go.
Clearly...
They set it up, and we didn't even realize it.
Oh, this is the toxic waste section?
I guess so.
It's all just corralled right here?
In this open...
Right.
flowing river of crystal clear water. Camp Crystal River.
And Chevelle's got a toy train. This is great. I mean, it's so comic booky over the top that it's
alright, if you got
wonderful.
a gimmick, go all the way with the damn gimmick. That's how you get over.
That's right. Oh yeah, stealing, here's all the firstborns, right? The child catcher. Like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
This is good. Nice.
Great use of silhouettes in both of these two first films.
Well, it's green. That means it's toxic.
Well, the penguins are still swimming in it. And I don't understand how all of the toxic part is just in this little section. Segregated from the rest.
I guess they had trouble getting the monkey to walk up to DeVito because the monkey was so terrified of his makeup. He kept running away.
That's hilarious. Ew.
Here comes his patent speech.
They even put the drums in the background.
Yes. That's definitely a bit of a... Feels like it's a composite shot. I don't think they had quite that many. I don't know.
Well, it could have been a replication kind of thing.
Yeah, it just doesn't look as clear as this shot does.
Right, because that's
back to that fuzziness.
That's all the penguins they had there.
Yeah.
I bet it was some kind of replication.
Yeah.
Copy-paste kind of situation.
Yeah.
I don't buy that this flabby body is actually his. You know what I mean? This looks like a pillow. Unlike the fat clown, I think that was really his real shape.
Yeah, I'm
I mean, that's just a fat guy.
Yeah.
Here they go, one by one.
Yeah.
With their little bombs attached to them. Hilarious.
Or rockets.
Missiles. Penguins with missiles is hilarious. It's so over the top. Everything about this is over the top. I can't get over that ass. The ass crack on Cobblepot.
Oh, here we go.
The Bat Wave Runner. DJ Pennyworth.
DJ, yes. Got sonar now. There's nobody else on the streets at this hour.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, who actually lives in Gotham?
Yes.
There's no normal people. What time of day is it right now? He's got his bucket of sardines like we'd have popcorn. You ever try a sardine?
No.
They're okay. I don't like herring at all. Herring I can't do because it's like pickled and I don't know. There's something. Sardines are okay. I can eat a few. I don't like eating the whole can though. It's just They're very healthy for you though.
Yeah.
That fish oil.
Mm.
Maybe I got to try different. You know, there's like some are in oil, some are in water, some have lemon, some have this and that. Maybe if I just, I'm gonna get a sampler pack. I think. I'll report back sometime next year. What are those big statues? Like, who commissioned that statue?
Yeah.
I have so many questions about Gotham City. Where does one fashion a breastplate for a penguin? A real penguin, not that penguin. See, I feel like that's the same
little radio things that Bryce sends signals to their heads or something.
frequencies. Yeah, the one was wearing a GoPro on his eye.
Like Universal Soldier with Van Damme and Dolph.
Well, the Chip Shrek character could have been played by either one of those, or he would have fit right in with that type of movie.
Yeah. Well, interestingly, actually, Dolph Lundgren is in A View to a Kill.
It's
like his first screen appearance.
I don't like the title. There's too many words in there.
Yeah.
But A View to a Kill. That's it'd probably make it would definitely be in my top 10 of the. I'm at 25. We're on 25 now.
We're going up to 25.
Yeah, probably top 10 for sure. I don't know. Not that we need to get into that discussion now, but everybody's got to dress up their monkey too. Monkeys can't be naked. Monkeys always have to have a cute little outfit.
Crap, just silly.
Everything is silly. The whole movie is silly. It's great. I mean, the first one, it feels like a serious film.
Yeah.
And it's just good. You know what I mean? Like, the first one's a good movie. Yeah. This is much more of a popcorn, like put it on for something stupid to watch, which I think is kind of the love that everyone had for it, that I just, like, I am more...
You weren't enraptured by it.
I'm more akin to those types of serious... thrilling movies. Yeah. I love that his ducky has wheels, 6 wheels. Is the zoo completely closed for the winter?
I would imagine so.
I mean, here in Chicagoland, Lincoln Park Zoo does a big thing on New Year's Eve even. Lincoln Park Zoo, if you ever visit Chicago, anybody, great. It's free. It's like literally on the lake. It's beautiful. It's not the biggest and best zoo, but it's a free zoo. Highly recommended. He's always got some sort of gimmick right on his belt. He just knew
There's
to
no
bring
compartments either.
He knew to bring that one.
Yeah.
Boy, in blue, we can really see all the makeup.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very distinct.
there's that green goo again. And that was doing what? Jamming the frequency?
Yeah.
Okay. You could see some of the wires on the rockets, too. Uh-oh. The bats got him.
Yeah.
How convenient that there's just bats there.
Yeah. Just has a compartment of them in the freaking...
Well, they're at the zoo, so maybe. And he's in this big bird cage that I'm sure he could get out of by slipping through the...
The bars look rusted enough. You just kick them a few times.
That water is crystal clear.
Yeah.
It ain't got no shit. It ain't got no...
Toxic waste.
It doesn't
Nuclear
have
runoff.
penguin poop. It doesn't have anything.
No.
That wasn't CGI. Oh, here
like
she is
that.
again. I kind of like it when the hair is kind of coming out of the sides and...
Oh.
That would hurt. I gave at the office.
Nice shot.
The bat zipline.
Yeah.
He is very much about, like, justice. And
For the most part, yeah.
I don't, he wants to send him to jail or, send whoever to, Arkham Asylum.
Yeah.
Or,
More so, Bruce knows generally what Shrek has been tied up in everything with.
right. His white-collar crimes, as it were.
He's the far easier person to prosecute in this entire situation.
Because he's the only one that's a real person doing real things.
Other two, any lawyer would be like, get him off on insanity, because she's clearly just completely psychologically destroyed.
And he's a goddamn penguin.
Yeah. And this whole thing is like the black eye makeup disappears from shot to shot because they're going to do the mask unveil. It's really not. It's not a good bit.
Yeah, wouldn't he have
Raccoon eyes?
He'd have raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
I've always noticed that he's got the black in the thing, but then there've been a couple different scenarios where he's come out of it real quickly and not had.
But again, just like Pfeiffer is just, of all the people I'd want to give an award to on this film, for me it's Pfeiffer.
Fired.
Because, I mean, she's playing so many psychological sides of the character here. She's vengefully psychotic, but she's sympathetically traumatized. And she just wavers between these things so well. I mean, she's not a villain in a traditional sense. She's someone who's been abused and manipulated by everyone around her to become this person that she is now. You just feel for her enough to be like, just let it end in a certain way.
Maybe that's why I didn't connect with this movie so much as a kid, because she's not like a villain.
Yeah.
She's not the traditional comic book villain.
Yeah. She's a victim in this whole situation, just trying to put some kind of piece together of her entire shattered psyche here. And only thing she has to hold on to is this moment here to kill Shrek.
And herself.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Yeah. And you can see how in this situation, whether it actually was the case or not, you could see how this situation could create a Two-Face. Scar half his face up and turn him into a villain of sorts.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to play certain psychological elements. Maybe you play it like Dent is starting to get has a psychological imbalance that then starts making him do more condemnable type of things.
Well, as a district attorney,
yeah,
you could definitely spin that, you know. Great shot here with the blood coming out of the nose.
Yeah, because I mean the animated series did a fantastic story with Harvey Dent that people kind of claim is like one of the best origin stories of that villain. They showed him as someone having a split personality, and once he gets scarred and everything, that brings out the dark side of his personality, but there's still a conflict between the two.
Look at this. That's outstanding.
Yeah.
There's more of our green ooze.
Mm-hmm. Pick the cute one.
There's the wrong use of momentarily. No, actually it's not. That's the correct use of momentarily.
I was going to say.
I just assume everybody uses momentarily wrong.
Well, you think most people do use the English language in all the wrong way.
Right, and so every time somebody says momentarily, I just assume that it's wrong. He actually used it correctly. It means in a moment, not for a moment.
Yeah.
Here's our penguin funeral. These are the pallbearers.
I imagine these are the mechanical ones.
These might be people in a suit, even.
Tony Caesar.
Maybe. They just got a bunch of midgets. And
just could cram himself a little bit more into it.
because that looks like a fake Oswald there.
Yeah, it's probably
a dummy or a
flotation device.
I mean,
that's gross.
This movie's gross. Don't bring your kids to this movie.
Exactly. You don't want to go out and buy a Happy Meal after seeing this?
No, I'm not happy.
Yeah, the snow looks good.
Snow really does look good.
Yeah.
There's contemplative.
Wayne, yeah.
Got the white walls on the tires. Whoo, that car is great.
Yeah. I mean, this whole piece here just kind of wishes you had just one more with Keaton here. I'd like to see Catwoman come back, something to follow up on it.
Yeah,
I think you could still tell, maybe not a big full story with Selina, but I think there could be an extra something there.
Yeah, I think
with the right screenwriters, the right perspective.
I think they definitely could have had something. Yeah.
I think there's enough of something.
Well, clearly they kept it alive here.
Yeah, I think it was kind of almost like a last minute thing because we'll get up to the last.
Well,
shot.
actually, wasn't there the Catwoman movie was already like a thing.
There were rumors for a long time that they were going to do one, but I don't know how far it really got.
I seem to recall reading at some point in my research a while back that perhaps Burton was going to do the Catwoman movie next, and that was like the next movie.
Okay.
But then it kept getting pushed off, and then she couldn't do it, and yada yada.
Yeah.
And the script got rewrote a whole bunch of times, and ultimately ended up being the Halle Berry disaster.
And Burton moved on to that Nick Cage Superman movie.
Well, yeah.
Never ended up happening. But yeah, this whole shot here was like days before they were printing the theatrical reels, and that's the stunt woman. That's not obviously Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
So they shot that composite at the last minute,
which also lends itself to the idea that they wanted to continue the story, and they weren't sure, and by then they were saying, okay, we're definitely going to go forward with it, and then it was snake bit.
Yeah.
Mike Fink. There he is.
Fink.
VFS.
Zaid.
Okay.
Zaid Rosenthal. Never heard the name Zaid before.
Me either.
And Peter with a U. Petur.
What a bunch of dummies.
Can't name a kid properly.
No. I mean, Chad Waters. That's a name.
That's a name.
I mean, Elmer Hui. That's a
name.
That's a great name. Oda Groschel. I mean,
Oda Groschel.
I like some of these. Vin. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, V. Neal.
V. Neal.
Makeup supervisor. He got nominated.
Ronnie Spector.
Like, the Ronnie Spector?
No, makeup artist. Mark Crash McCready. Don Johnson.
The Don Johnson?
No.
Oh.
Prop maker foreman Don Johnson.
Oh, Birds and Animals Incorporated. King Penguins provided by Birdland. I like it. Okay, so what are your thoughts here? You you put one ahead of two so far in the canon, or?
Well, I mean, as you've pointed out, they're very different styles of films.
Yep.
So it's like it's more a flavor of what you have a flavor for at the moment. If you want a bit more the dark, serious one, you go with the first one. If you want one that has a little bit more spectacle to it, and a little bit more vibrance in terms of
more sizzle.
The
first one's more steak.
Yeah. I mean, I love Pfeiffer's performance. I think there's just, if you took what she was doing in this film, put it in some sort of big drama, it would have gotten attention, because she's doing so much complexity with all the nuance of the character and how you just see her deteriorating as she gets just betrayed by everyone and left for dead and all this type of stuff. It's a very powerful performance, in my opinion.
I would agree. If you take away the Batman backdrop behind this, and it's just,
some like psychological hand that rocks the cradle style genre thriller.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Something along those lines where you got just a psychological thriller of some sort. This would have a much more of an awards attention type of thing.
Right, but it immediately gets dismissed because it's superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a comic booky film.
and this one's so much more comic booky.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, this one does not have the rewatchability as the first one. It's you know, I don't think I'm ever in the mood for this style. I don't know.
I mean, I think I just, for me, I think about the characters. I think Walken.
Well, yeah,
does a fantastic job here as well. He's on point the whole goddamn movie.
He's the star of the movie.
Yeah, again, like I said, I think he's the most vilely detestable character in the whole thing because he doesn't have any sort of thing in his background to justify what he's doing.
Can we talk for a minute? Let's go back to Commissioner Gordon and how he had one scene.
He had one scene.
Like, where...
We didn't see him after, like, the first 20 minutes of this movie.
Where's the
Aside from, like, one little piece when he was on the TV with the Batarang.
Christy Conway, the Ice Princess, got more scenes than Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Tattooed strongman, Rick Zumwalt. Okay, he's...
Doug Jones, is that the same Doug Jones who was in Shape of Water and all the Guillermo del Toro movies then?
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention. We can't pause it and go back.
Someone throw in the comments for us, please. If you could do that research for too far to the end of the film for that.
I'm sure that we will have time to comment before. Well, as soon as it comes out, we'll have a chance to look it up. Cassettes and CDs. Yep. Okay.
Susie Sue and the Banshee. Susie, I don't know how that's pronounced. Susie?
Yeah, it's got to be Susie. Yeah.
It's too many letters.
Yeah, well, Sue being, yeah. Not a lot of credits here. I mean, a lot for...
Very brief,
A lot for 92, not a lot by 2019
yeah,
standards, no.
It's not a James Cameron film or something. I'm sure T2... I don't know, T2 doesn't have that many credits, but anyway.
Animal action was monitored by the American Humane Society. Violence was simulated. Was there violence against the penguins?
I don't know.
I mean...
Maybe they're just saying when they had the explosions going off or something.
The penguins weren't actually shooting rockets off their asses?
I guess not.
Well, on that note...
Yes.
We're going to wrap this one up. We're going to call it a year.
Yeah. We'll Schumacher stuff will come
next
sometime.
Yeah, I mean, I would think
sometime.
The 25th anniversary of Returns is
forever.
June or forever. Excuse me. This is Returns. Forever is in June.
Yes.
So maybe we can mark our calendar for the 25th anniversary of Batman Forever.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and
Happy New Year. We'll see you next year.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.